to the A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. Join us as we discuss the antics of pro athletes, sports politics, and everything in between. No sport nor athlete is off limits. Now, get you a pitcher of wine and enjoy the show. Here are your hosts, Lene and Linnell Fletcher, aka the Fletcher Twins. Hey guys, welcome back to A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words podcast. It's your girl Nell.
And it's your girl Nay. What's up? What's up?
Hey. All right. How was your not your first week back, but how was your week after Thanksgiving?
It was we didn't take no Thanksgiving leftovers. We didn't take no food.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go to other people. We went to Joel's mom's house and got some food. We ate that.
I actually talked to Mom, I think Wednesday night, maybe Thursday. Whenever I saw Home Alone, I forgot what night that was, but she was like, they were still eating turkey and stuff. And I'm like, I think it's time. It's time to throw it away. It is. And then she was saying something about how she makes it into a different, I don't know. I'm like, whatever.
It does different things. You can make it different things.
It does different things.
Yeah.
Okay. My first week back at work, because I'm working from home, it was a disaster. Like, I swear no work gets done when I'm out. Like, nobody works. Everything I leave for them, and I even leave them step-by-step instructions on how to do it, it doesn't get done. It's still waiting for me when I come back.
Because that's not in their job description. You know people be like that. I hate when people say that. That's not my job. That's not in my job description.
But your job description is to take care of your clients. So you rather your client wait a whole week to get something done just because A, you either don't know how to do it, or B, you don't want to learn how to do it because I'm out? That's crazy to me. That is crazy.
It is.
But anyway, I'm drinking the blood orange rosé again. It's my favorite, so I'll be drinking that for a while. I have a couple bottles in the fridge since I can't go. Thank God I stocked up before I left. What are you drinking?
The Moscato Yellowtail. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
I haven't tasted that. Oh, wait, no, you did give me a 1 cup when I was there.
That's Ye Old Faithful.
It is.
I can always count on that. Always count on that.
All right. Anyway, let's jump into the foolery because I have I think I'm gonna be upset this entire episode. So let's just talk about it.
Let's get into it.
You can't play a player and you can't pimp a pimp.
You can't do it. I've tried.
Anyway, okay. LaVar Ball, everybody knows him. I first heard of him like maybe 2 years ago. He always say outlandish comments that gets him in the news. I don't know if that's strategy. Maybe it is, because a lot of people say good or bad publicity is still publicity, so it gets your name out there, so people start Googling you and seeing or whatever. So right before the draft, which was about 2.5 weeks ago, he was on a podcast. Well, first of all, he's a businessman and he's a former football player, NFL or whatever. And he's
okay.
Yeah, and he's a notorious loudmouth. Like some things he said in the past, he said Lonzo, because he has 3 kids now. He has 3 kids that play basketball. And actually all of them now are in the NBA. I'll talk about that later. But one kid, Lonzo, who plays for the Pelicans, he said Lonzo was better than Steph Curry. Now that
what
he said,
I don't know who that is. I don't even know who Lonzo Ball is. But continue.
Exactly. Like, don't come for my boy Curry. Don't do it. But
don't come for him.
He also said that he himself can beat MJ 1-on-1 in basketball. And I'm
who said? Somebody else said that too. And when they played together, it was a massacre. I don't know if it was AI or somebody else, but go on, carry on.
But yeah, I hate when people say stuff after the fact. Like, first of all, why you didn't play him in his prime? I don't even like MJ, but why didn't you want to play him at 1-on-1 in his prime? Like, why you got to wait till y'all 50, 60 years old and say that?
But then you just say he used to play football. Michael Jordan didn't play football. He played basketball.
Exactly. He said he could beat him 1-on-1 at basketball.
Okay, let's go.
Which is I don't know. I can't do the math. 2 + 2 is 4. But yeah, so all 3 of his sons, Lonzo is on the Pelicans. LaMelo, which the one who was just drafted, he got the number 3 overall pick to the Charlotte Hornets, which is MJ's team. So that's kind of a coincidence, I guess. I don't know. And then his other son, I want to say his name is LeAngelo, just got picked up by let me see. Let me Google it. I want to say it is the Pistons. Yeah. LeAngelo Ball just signed with the Pistons. So all 3 of his sons is in the NBA, which is amazing. Kudos to him and them. But yeah, but right before the draft, a daddy got to give his son advice and life lessons, right? I don't like this lesson that he told LaMelo.
Okay. Let's hear it.
All right. He was on the Endless Hustle podcast, and this is him talking to his son. He said, "You're never going to meet a nice woman, especially in basketball. You're not going to find nobody like I found your mom. If you're in this profession and all this fame and notoriety, how are you going to meet a good girl? You're not." He was like, "So I hate to tell you, but you're going to meet a hoe. That's just how it goes, son." That was it. You done with that? Okay.
Go ahead.
So when I took my first thought when he said, "You ain't gonna meet nobody but a hoe," I thought of the famous words of JT Money. Whole problems ain't no problems. Don't hate the game because it ain't gonna solve them. Okay, so that's what I thought. Like, let a hoe be a hoe. If they gonna be a hoe, don't hate the hoe. Don't hate the game. Mm-hmm. And then he also said, "So son, that's the bad part of life. You're going to get. You're never going to meet a good woman." So, and I was like, "So what's his definition of a good woman? Everybody's definition of a good woman isn't the same." I'm like, "Is it a nun? Is it a woman that stay in the house and clean up all day?
Stepford wife?
Is it a woman that wears turtlenecks year round? Like, what is a good woman to you, LaVar? Please tell me." And I'm like, I thought guys wanted their girls to be hoes anyway. Like, I'm confused because if a guy ain't
sheets, not in the streets.
Whatever, because I know if a guy ain't being satisfied, he gonna cheat with a hoe anyway. But go ahead. What are your thoughts? Was that good advice, or
I think it was because I think it was because it's true. Okay, it's like having the birds and the bees talk, which I was never privy to, by the way.
Me neither. We never had the birds and the bees with our parents. But go ahead. I digress.
Yes. So with these athletes, they don't know. You don't know what you don't know, whatever. Like, so remember when we was in college at FSU?
Both Seminoles.
A lot of the athletes that we knew, that they didn't know how to do everyday things, like write a check or fill out a deposit slip or withdrawal from a bank. Remember?
Yeah.
So this is stuff you have to tell these people because they don't know. But so since we doing this, this is what we doing now, we telling people, we giving out warnings and doing PSAs.
Oh, gosh.
We should go ahead and warn the hood girl that she gonna have a baby by a deadbeat. So just get ready, be prepared. Okay. We need to go ahead and tell the preppy white kid that he gonna experiment with meth in college. Now, it just is what it is.
Oh my gosh.
And lastly, since this is what we doing now, we need to warn the popular thick high school girl that she gonna be fat and unattractive by 30 if she don't slow down. Because that's what it is.
And that's true. That is true. That's very true.
He that was a lesson that he needs to know. He needs to know.
I don't think that this was good. I mean, it's like the way you say stuff also. So his intentions might have been good. Because also I watched a fair amount of that podcast, and he later on was saying something about they already been bringing home hoes or whatever. He's seen them. And I'm like, it seems, he's making it hard for women to even try to get in there. And it's like, it seemed like everybody that they bring home, he gonna think is a hoe. But why do he think they're a hoe? And what is your definition of a hoe? Because my definition of a hoe is somebody who's sleeping with multiple people at the same time. Like you sleep with John Monday, Tim Tuesday, Bob Wednesday, stuff like that. It seemed like he just think every girl that walked through his door is a hoe, and that they only. I think he meant to say gold digger. Like, say that, because say they just there for the money. Don't just say they're a hoe, like they sleeping with your sons and sleeping with everybody else too. Because it seemed like to me he's saying they just gold diggers. Or and I don't have a problem with or groupies. I don't have a problem with gold diggers either, because I don't want a broke guy. So it is what it is. Just like you don't want no bum bitch, I don't want no broke guy.
That's true. Yeah, maybe or maybe he.
I don't. Is a hoe just because of how they how they look. You have to visit. You have to know them to know that they're a hoe. Get to know me, and I hoe them. Okay.
Yeah, because everybody had a whole phase. I remember Candy said that everybody had their whole moment. There's a whole moment in all of us.
Usually in college.
But yeah, and then he said something about he met his mom. What, did he meet his mom before he became a professional athlete? Or like, I don't understand. Do he wish his son would have met somebody before this? I mean, I don't even know. And isn't these the people that had a Facebook show? Like, I don't know these people. Like, I could not point these people out. I don't know who these people are.
I know all the sons are light skinned. I think because the mom is white. But yeah, they had a Facebook show, Ball in the Family. I've never seen it. I'm not interested. But he kept, so I think he's making it hard for any woman. It's like anybody that come in there that they son bring home, he already think they have ulterior motives. And I hate that. And that goes all the way back to high school. Like, we knew this athlete, and his mom never trusted any girl that he brought home. It's like, okay, your son is an athlete, but he's going to end up with somebody, ma'am. You want him to end up alone? Like, mamas cherish their sons so much. It's like they want to marry them. Like, you want to marry your son, go marry him, because he's going to end up with somebody, and you're going to have to deal with it. Because once they marry that person, that's their number one, not you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And then
the mama always want to be number one.
And it's ugly when it comes to that point. But yeah, if a mama don't like me, I'm done. Like, I'm not trying to make you choose. Anyway, so he made some even more ugly comments later in that interview about single women over 30, which is me. So I took offense to it. He said, by the time their careers, which he's talking about his sons, he said by the time their career ends and they are open to settling down, they will be long for women for over 30. I think I got the quote wrong, but anyway, he said they're gonna be over 30. So since they be over 30, they're gonna want somebody over 30. And then he said you gotta wonder why she's by herself at 30. And I'm like, that's so messed up, and it's such a double standard. Because if a man is single at 30, he's a bachelor, but women are seen as crazy or having issues. Like, why they gotta wonder why that girl is alone at 30? Why she just can't be a career woman, focus on her career and stuff like that?
And especially now, times have changed. People are settling down later in their 30s, and that's when they having kids and stuff. People ain't having kids no more at 20.
Not so on purpose.
People don't be. That's true. So people don't be ready to settle down till they 30. What you talking about? The 20s are time for partying and stuff. And so basically, he said throughout his son's whole entire 20s, basically he said they're not gonna settle down. So if y'all hear this out here, ladies, don't even waste your time.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste my time with this family anyway. It seems like it would be hard to get in good anyway. But anywho, you done with that? Because I'm done with that.
I'm done.
I
told you I don't even know who they are. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't care. Okay, we're going to talk about next this drama that we were actually not forced to talk about, but I heard about this, but I didn't think of talking about it until Herbert said something. So shout out to Herbert. He told us to talk about this. So this is for you. Malik Beasley, which is an NBA player for the Minnesota Timberwolves, he was caught in the act. Okay, so he was caught holding hands in Miami with Larsa Pippen, which is the current wife of Scottie Pippen. Pippen ain't easy. And so, yeah, Larsa and Scottie supposedly have been separated for a while. Why they haven't gotten a divorce, I don't know, because I know they can afford it. So Malik is married to a lady named, I think she's some type of model. Her name is Montana Yo. I like that name. Mm-hmm. And they literally just got married this year, 2020, before all the craziness. And yeah, March of 2020, before all the craziness. And they share an 18-month-old son. But the thing is, Malik is only 24. What you doing getting married at 24? So to me, it seemed like he only got married possibly because of the baby.
Because of the baby, yeah.
I'm not marrying no boy. It's a boy under the age of 29. I'm not doing it because you're not ready. Because you're not the same person you are at 24 that you is at 34. Like, no. His mind, I think I said this in a previous episode, your mind isn't fully developed till you're 26. So he's a child still. I would never marry somebody 24. But anyway, Montana said she was blindsided like the rest of us when she saw those pictures, and she has since filed for divorce. So
that's crazy.
It's unbelievable the fact that he would do that in public but have this lady think that either they're still married or they're working there. I don't know. But Larsa Pippen went to social media twice. The first thing she said on social media was, don't always trust what you see on social media. Even salt look like sugar. And I'm like, stop. It's true. Like it's true. And then she wrote this other comment like a couple of days ago. Let me read that. She wrote, "Don't judge me until you know me. Don't underestimate me until you challenge me, and don't talk about me until you've talked to me." First of all, Larsa, I don't want to talk to you, but I'm talking about you, because don't say you don't want people talking about you and you be out in public. Like, don't be out in public with another woman's husband. Don't be partying with the city girls because you're not 20. And don't go on a reality TV show if you don't want nobody talking about you. Oh, don't change your face because your face changed, ma'am. That's why we're talking about you.
What show was she on?
I believe she was one of the housewives of that stupid Miami Housewives one. The cast was stupid because they didn't represent Miami. I think that she was on that show. Or she was on some other show, but I believe it was that one. But don't put up these cryptic posts and don't talk about me because you in public. You in the public eye. You a public figure. Don't marry somebody who a public figure if you don't want to be talked about.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, but his wife, because I'm looking at the pictures of his wife. His wife is pretty. I mean, I know looks don't matter, but his wife look good. That's all I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
This is a remix of the freaking Eddie Murphy ex-wife situation where she said she was kissing her. Well, she was caught kissing her friend, or her friend, quote unquote. Mm-hmm. And she said she kissed all her friends like that. So I guess she tonguing down everybody she know.
That was a lie. I think they came out.
Well, we all know that. Yeah, we all know that was a lie.
It definitely was a lie.
But it also reminds me of, Scrappy, the rapper.
Yes.
It reminds me of how Scrappy's baby mama, Erica, found out they was broken up. She didn't know. She found out because it was pictures posted on the internet of him and Diamond from Crime Mob. And that's how she found out they weren't together. So I guess this is how Malik Beasley's wife found out y'all ain't together no more. Sorry. That's it. It's
just crazy, but a lot of stuff have since been coming out. Supposedly Malik and Montana were separated, supposedly, and him and Larsa bonded over their pending divorces. No, if I'm divorced, if I'm going through a bad divorce, I'm not worried about nobody else. Like, tunnel vision is my divorce and getting this money and getting away from whoever the guy is. But yeah, but I don't know. It do be fishy because supposedly, remember back in the day, that's how. And rest in peace. Kim Porter found out Puff Daddy was not with her anymore because he went to the Grammys with J-Lo. And I'm like, come on, y'all have to have some kind of inkling
or conversation
that y'all either going through a rough patch or y'all not together. Because hopefully a smart guy wouldn't just be out in public knowing he got a wife at home. So it do be kind of fishy. Like y'all either on bad terms or y'all not together, and you just want the girl probably want to look like the victim. I don't know. But it seemed like they really don't be knowing, but I don't know.
That's what, I don't know. But he could have shot her a text or something. He could have left her a voicemail. I've done that before. I've broken up with a guy via voicemail. I did. He didn't pick up the phone.
Oh my God. Who was it? The young guy? The younger guy?
No,
what he was?
It was in high school.
I don't remember. DJ?
Oh that's my the God. Only one Can we move on?
John? I don't know.
Can we move on, please? Thank you.
Whatever. I think they probably didn't think, because I saw the pictures of them holding hands, they probably didn't think somebody would recognize them because of they had on masks. We recognize your 7-foot ass, okay?
Sorry. Yes.
Like, I'm so done with that. And Larsa, that's why LaVar giving his sons the advice he giving them, because of people like her. Because ever since her quote unquote separation, she been bouncing from man to man to man to man. Like, stop it. And
she want a baller.
And that's fine. You have high expectations, that's fine, but don't be in public with it. If I was a hoe, nobody would know. I could keep myself off of social media. Like, stop it. And I heard that she got kids and stuff, and her youngest kid is 12. Like, go home and watch your baby.
Yeah, you got a 12-year-old. You shouldn't be out here in these streets like that.
No, not like that. And then also Scottie Pippen Jr., which is obviously her child, he liked a few tweets that were in support of him. And the Shade Room be picking up I told you, they algorithm, they know what people be liking. So he picked up he liked a lot of tweets that was in support of him. Let me tell you some of them. One said, Scottie Pippen Jr., we gonna get through this, bro. The other one said, I feel bad for Scottie Pippen Jr., honestly. That young man has to deal with this every week. Enough is enough. And another one said, look at how disappointed in his mama he is. This breaks my heart. So, yeah. And one of them said, oh, dear Scottie Pippen Jr., if you're reading this, stay focused, kid. Don't worry about social media. I know that's your mom's, but you got to control what you can control. So, and he liked all those. So,
yeah, he got a whole mama. His mama a hoe.
Oh, my God.
Can't turn the hoe into a housewife.
And I don't know. He has a type too, because his wife kind of looked like her, but she looks like she mixed with black and Asian. She's cute. His wife looked better to me because she looks natural. Maybe that's why she looks more natural. Anyway, let's talk about your boy who...
It's not my boy, but go on.
Chris Collinsworth. We all know who Chris Collinsworth is, right? So, during the Wednesday night game...
Well, let's tell the people, because some people might not know who he is.
Chris Collinsworth is a commentator. He's been of NFL games. He's been commentating games for forever. He's well known in the industry. He's amazing. Everybody like him.
And he also has a podcast with Richard Sherman. Go ahead.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so during the Wednesday night Baltimore-Pittsburgh game, which I watched, he said he got backlash for the comments. He said, and this is what he said, everybody's a fan. In particular, the ladies that I met, they have really specific questions about the game. I'm like, wow, I'm blown away, just blown away. And I'm like, really, man? I guess we back in the 50s and he want us back in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant. That's what that seemed to me. Like, why can't women know about sports? Why you blown away that somebody know about sports? I'm confused. And I need to be unconfused. Because that's stupid.
He needs to unconfuse you?
He needs to unconfuse me. And then
unconfuse me, please.
Yeah, he has since let out a half-ass apology. He said, today on our broadcast, I made a reference to a couple of women that I met in Pittsburgh who so impressed me with their football knowledge that I wanted to tell their story on air. I know the way I phrased it insulted many. I'm so sorry. What I intended as a compliment to the fans of Pittsburgh became an insult. I'm sick about insulting any fan, but especially female fans and journalists. I know firsthand how much harder they have to work than any of us in this industry. I was wrong, and I deeply apologize.
How does he know firsthand? Was he born a woman? I don't understand. But go ahead.
I guess he know women, and they've told him it's hard to get in. It's hard to get in this apology. But yeah, do you think his comments were offensive or just taken out of context?
I mean, I didn't get offended, but I guess if I can see how people would be, I didn't. Okay, so he seems like a fairly decent human being. So
did the Golden State Killer seem like a decent human being,
or Paul Bundy, or Ted Bundy. So I'll give him a pass on this, but no, I didn't get offended. I wasn't surprised because in my experience, guys are always surprised when they realize how much I know about sports in general. So it's not surprising to me. But what I would have been surprised at was if the women that he talked to didn't know much about football, because I'm like, it's 2020. Why would I go to a football game and not know about what's going on? Well, I'm just going there for what? To look pretty? I don't understand.
To satisfy your boyfriend.
But I would know. I would be confused as to why I would do that. So I would need Chris to elaborate on why I would be at a game and I wouldn't know what's going on.
This reminded me of, first of all, this is a very old-fashioned way of thinking, and I do think it was a sexist comment and it was offensive because if he would have said the ladies, if he would have just said fans, it would have been okay. And I'm like, if it wasn't sexist, why didn't he say men then? Why didn't he say, I'm surprised at the men, and the men blew me away? Why he had to specifically say ladies?
Because sports is normally male dominated, especially football. But anyway,
the fans, the athletes, yeah. I don't like
it. I concur, but he in his original, what he said was they really had specific questions about the game. So I'm like, if these women knew about football, like what were they asking? Because obviously they didn't know a lot about football. So that kind of contradicted what he said. But anyway, I'm going back to what I just said. It's like, because we know 2020 has been a horrible year, but it's 2020 that bad where I'ma just get up and go to an event to get out the house?
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. Like, I'm gonna go get dressed up and go to a NASCAR game and just sit there?
To get out of this house, maybe you might see me at the next golf tournament.
Oh my God.
But no, this kind of reminded me of when Cam Newton did the same thing. When I think he was back with the Panthers, and it was a press conference, and the lady journalist was asking him a question, and then he smirked and chuckled and said, it's funny because a female is asking me this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, who are you? What year is this? Females, ladies, women, we know about sports, okay? Let's just bring it out there. We know about sports. So stop saying stupid comments like that.
Yeah, that was crazy. I probably would have wanted to slap him.
Like, what are you talking about?
That's like him going to McDonald's, right? And me going up to him at McDonald's and say, oh, you know how to order your own food? Oh, that's cool. Like, what are you talking about? Why wouldn't I know about sports and I'm at a sports game?
So, yeah. But anyway, let's get to our flashback moment. Okay. This is a good one because this goes back to the LaVar comments or whatever. So when I was hearing about the LaVar comments, I immediately thought of Isaiah Wilson. And remember draft night this year when he got drafted late in the first round by the Tennessee Titans. and his girlfriend congratulated him by sitting on his lap and hugging him, right? And remember his mama forcibly removed her from the situation on live TV? Like his mama pulled her off of him on live TV.
Yeah, because she was doing too much.
She hugged the man.
Too much.
I don't know if she wanted to be on TV too, or if she was really happy for him. I wonder if they're still together. But yeah, that reminded me of parents. I swear, if your child is an athlete, parents don't trust nobody around them. Not of the opposite sex, they don't trust them.
No, not sad. Unless they've been around them since elementary school. No.
That's sad, but that was very funny because his mama didn't care if it was live TV or not. Like, get off my son. Like, you think, like, this is his money. It was
inappropriate. Yeah, it was inappropriate to do in front of his mama, and also on national television. You don't do that.
All she literally did was hug the man.
I thought you said she jumped on top of him and straddled him.
No, she was already sitting on his lap, Nay. So when they picked him, all she did was lean down and hug him. She didn't straddle him. I'm pretty sure they've done some more nasty stuff in front of their parents than that. But anyway, so the lesson of the week is getting good with the parents. You got to work the parents to get to the kid. You got to work the parents.
But then what if the parents like the person, but then the person don't like, and then the parents gonna always be trying to force that person on the kid, and the kid want this thought ass girl in these streets.
Larsa
want this church going girl that ain't about nothing.
Yeah, you gotta let them. They grown now. They got their own money. Let them make their decisions. Anywho, so the highlight of the week. This is a good one. This is a picture of him. He's cute. The highlight of the week is Atlanta Falcons kicker Young Ho Koo. And after being cut twice, he's now the leading scorer in the NFL. He done made 29 out of 30 field goals and 6 for 6 for 50-plus yards. So he's on pace to have the highest field goal percentage in Falcons history, which is amazing. So kudos to Young Ho Koo of the Atlanta Falcons.
I might need to drive him next year for my fantasy team, because I was going with ye old faithful Justin Tucker, because he is faithful. Okay. He can count on him.
Well, get Young Ho Koo next year. Okay. Now, your business. I saw you had a Saturday shout out today. That was cute.
Oh yeah, I don't think I talked about that on here before, but yeah. So not only do we provide HR services for small businesses, on Saturday we do a segment called Spotlight Saturdays for small businesses, where we promote small businesses. So just hit us up on IG if you want to get a promo spot. It's only $20, and you can hit us up on IG at HCMGMT Consulting. Again, that's HCMGMT Consulting on IG, and the link in the bio takes you to our website, our Facebook page, and our products. And you could just DM us for any promos that you would like for us to put together for you.
Perfect. So that is all, folks. We will talk to you guys next week. Have a great week. This your girl Nell. Bye.
Hey
y'all. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words with yours truly, the Fletcher Twins. Make sure you join us every week and rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit up our email at podcast.1000words@gmail.com with any questions or topics you'd like to hear us cover. Also, check us out on IG at The Fletcher Twins and Facebook at A Picture is Worth 1,000 Words.